Shalom. Just a quick hitter. Woman mauled by a pit bull dies on her 32nd birthday. Family demands justice. Now, the only reason I'm making this video is because it's an Israelite woman. Well, by the looks of it, it's an Israelite woman. All right, more than likely is Jake, right? And, as soon as I watched it, a couple of scriptures popped up in my mind. So I thought, okay, let's filter it through the scriptures and the spirit and power of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, right? And double honors to the apostles, elders, elder bishops of Great Millstone. Shalom to the prophets of the body, and shalom to the 144,001/3. All right, I've got a couple of scriptures lined up. 1 Peter's 4:17. See, as we're approaching the end, we're seeing Israelites, famous, infamous, your regular Jakes, being taken out in various ways. You see in the movie Final Destination, there is no escaping it. All right, when your time is, when your ticket is punched, your ticket is punched, and the Lord is dealing with the house of Israel in various gruesome ways. Now, the video I'm going to play, the lady was mauled for 23 minutes. 23 minutes at her complex, which I believe she lives in, like an apartment complex, of course. And, she was mauled for 23 minutes. Nobody came to her aid. Nobody heard her screams. Nobody came running out. Nobody said, oh, the sister's being mauled. The sister's being mauled. All right. So I think the news is coming out of Texas. And Texas, I mean, the way she looked like your stereotypical, most of so-called black women today. One thing I give her, she was in shape, but she was covered in tattoos and things like that. But, we don't know. But that's just on the outside appearance. But we don't know what kind of person this is. Now, for 23 minutes being mauled mercilessly, and they go into the details of how the dog in question tore her apart, literally, limb from limb, and how her internal organs were also pulled out. Okay, so I'm assuming this lady was a very slim lady. She was in shape. She looked like she worked out. From what I could tell in the picture, she looked like she had a nice figure too. But regardless if someone is on the attractive on the outside, the Lord doesn't care. All right, you're going to be taken out. As horrendous as it is, because we're Israelites, we're very merciful people. As horrendous it may be sounding, you see an attractive lady, you see a very cute or attractive child, an Israelite child. It does scare you, of course, because some of us are parents, and obviously we're Jake and we're merciful. But at the end of the day, the Lord Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai, His ways are His ways, and there's no changing that, because the Lord is not a man that He should lie. He's going to do what He's going to do. All right, because we don't know what we've done in our past life. Hence the reason why it's important, like Elder Apostle Rakar says, to pray without ceasing. It says that in the spirit and power of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, keep your medicine strong, and also pray that whatever sins you've committed in your past life and even in this life, you pray daily that the Lord covers you with His wings, man. Has mercy upon you, because there's some scary things happening out there. And I'm going to play the video in a second. Let me just go through the scripture. 1 Peter 4:17. For the time is come that judgment must begin at the house of the Most High Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai, and if it begin first begin at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of the Most High? All right, we've seen judgment happening to, obviously, I don't know these people personally, right? But a lot of judgment happening with certain individuals that were previously frontline teachers, and some of them became, I don't know. Some of them became Mo's, dealing with trans. To them, they thought it was a lady or whatever, and they just stuck with it. Some of them got bugged out. Some of them been bought and paid for, and the Lord is going to have something, let their judgments build up, and the Lord's going to deal with them in a very poetic fashion, and then, you've got also judgment going out to people that may have heard of the Israelites, or they may not have heard of the Israelites, and judgment going at them. We don't care about the heathen. The heathen's going to get it. These crackers, these honkies, these Edomites, whatever you want to call these devils, but they're Edomites pursuant to the scriptures, these honkies, right? And the heathens are going to get it, and then now the 2/3 are getting it. And this lady, as harsh as may be, she's part of the 2/3, right? Okay, and the Lord took her out, man. 23 minutes being mauled by a dog, so she was basically tortured. All right, For the time is come that judgment must begin at the house of the Most High, and if it first begin at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of God? All right, another scripture came to mind. The Lord has created beasts for vengeance, something like that. I'm going to paraphrase it, see if I can find it, Lord willing. The Lord has created beasts for vengeance, King James Version. Was this the one? I think. Is it 28? Yes, sir. This is the one. Ecclesiasticus 39 and 28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes, and in the time of destruction they pour out their force. They pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. All right? They're appeasing the wrath of Yahweh Bahashem Yahshai, because the Lord takes care of the right-hand side, and the Lord has right-hand side angels and left-hand side angels, what the world would call demons. And demon just means high intelligence, right? Okay, so the Lord, pursuant to Isaiah 45 verse 7, takes care of the right-hand side, and also the Lord creates evil as well. All right? So the Lord has also created spirits, that are made for vengeance as well. Dogs, bears, whatever, snakes, at a time and a day for each individual to be bitten by them numerous times so they can appease the wrath that made them. And also these beasts are used, to lay on sore strokes and delete people that are allotted to be deleted in a certain fashion. And this lady was allotted to be deleted that way. All right. So this is just a spirit that's been created, right? Okay. For vengeance in the form of a beast, which would be a dog. Verse 29. Fire and hail and famine and death, and all these were created for vengeance. Verse 30. All right. This hits a nail on the head, as they say, spiritually, of course. Teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents, and the sword, punishing the wicked to destruction. All right. Verse 31. They shall rejoice in his commandment. All right. Even the beasts rejoice. All right. In the commandment of the Most High, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yashai, and they shall be ready upon earth. And when need is, and when their time is come, they shall not transgress his word. So basically, they do what the Yahweh Ba'ashem Yashai has commanded. All right, from your little beast to your big beast, whatever. All right, whatever form, what the Lord wants. Even the Lord, even a leaf cannot fall off a tree without the Lord's command. All right. So wherever Yahweh Ba'ashem Yashai wants, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yashai gets, because this is his world. This is his movie. All right. And about Aratazar, I sort of broke this verse 31 correctly, Lord willing, Okay. Let's see. Deuteronomy 32 and 39. See now that I, even I, am he, and there is no God with me. I kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. Okay, you're not going to be delivered out of that. Once your ticket is going to be punched a specific day and time, it's going to happen, no matter what gruesome fashion it could be. All right. Hence the reason why the hopeful elect, we pray, for our families, for our mashpakyas, our families, and ourselves. If we do have to go, let it be praising the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahshai and dying an honorable death. Okay, if we have to go, but obviously we don't. Where is it? Okay, we go. There's so many pages open, man. All right, I'm gonna play this now. All right, fair use. It's 2 minutes 7 seconds. All right, just had to go through the scriptures first. Let's go.
Who died after being attacked by a pit bull is sharing that is deep. The family of a woman who died after being attacked by a pit bull is sharing that is details about the attack and what they want to see happen to the dog.
News 4 San Antonio's Karina Hollingsworth joins us now after speaking with them at a balloon release tonight.
Simone Like died on Sunday on what would have been her 32nd birthday after she was bit by a pit bull inside her apartment on the north side. And tonight, her family is remembering her with a balloon release at Smitty's Pub as they await to hear what will happen to the pit bull.
It broke my heart to know that she had been mauled for 23 minutes and nobody came. Nobody came around. In the complex. Nobody in the complex. Nobody that was there. They just left her.
Simone Like's family says she had a friend over on the night of the attack at the Lennox Apartments when a pit bull attacked her, ripping off her arm. The details are graphic.
He got a hold of the arm, and then he kept going.
Apartments when a pit bull attacked her, ripping off her arm. The attack at the Lennox Apartments when a pit bull attacked her, ripping off her arm. The details are graphic.
He got a hold of the arm, and then he kept going, and then he went down the side of the body. So he ended up puncturing her whole stomach, all of this side. So he got the heart, he got the lungs, he killed the liver and the kidneys.
As you can see, the grandma, one of the sisters there, they're not ugly women. They're, somewhat, even in their own little realm or whatever, however you want to say, of attractiveness, they look like a nice looking family, right? And you can see the lady here. This was the lady in question. See, the Lord doesn't even care about if you're a beautiful woman. I mean, listen, man, Apostle Gabar gave an excellent example. It's like having a Lamborghini or a Ferrari. Well, he didn't say in these words, of course, but he's basically saying if you've got a beautiful car and you put a bumper sticker on it, you're going to make that car look tacky and lame, right? The same with attractive women as well. I don't know why beautiful women do this to themselves, putting these bumper stickers on them, all right, on themselves, these tattoos. So the Lord doesn't care about, how attractive you are if you're a woman in shape and you got nice, a nice looking lady or whatever. The Lord don't care, man. The Lord going to take you out. The Lord going to take you out. All right. Okay. I mean, you saw how even the sister was breaking it down in graphic form. The arm was taken off, the heart was taken out, the lungs were dangling out. 23 minutes. That's damn near 7 minutes short of half an hour. Half an hour. You can watch, people watch like an episode of a seasonal program in 23 minutes. I hate to say it that way, but it's true. And this woman was mauled mercilessly, right? Basically with extreme prejudice, right? By that dog. So therefore, as harsh as it is, the Lord did not like her, man. All right?
So all was on that, he killed the liver and the kidneys. So all was on the side of the body. So he ended up puncturing her whole stomach, all of this side. So he got the heart, he got the lungs, he killed the liver and the kidneys. So all was on that side. None of her insides were normal.
Animal Care Services told us the owner was cited but did not say who owns the dog. We also reached out to the San Antonio Police Department to ask if anyone will be facing charges and did not hear back.
The dog probably owned by an Edomite, man, more than likely. If they're not showing the face or whatever. Usually, more than likely, if there's an Israelite that owns a dog, a so-called black or Hispanic man, because this is San Antonio, Texas, a lot of Jake over there. Now, if that's the case, they would usually give out the name, man, because how they hate Jake. They want to put Jake under the jail. They say you got a dog like that, 23 minutes non-stop mauling of a woman. So I don't know. Let's see what happens anyway. When is this news from? Oh, 4 days ago.
Simone's family says she was not the dog's only victim.
The same dog has attacked multiple people.
And if I gotta get you guys one by one, please go to the animal shelter and report this. We have to put the dog down.
Yes.
Obviously that young lady took after her grandma. That's probably that's the grandma, that's the sister, right? Out of all of them, the lady who got mauled was the most attractive as well. So I mean, you can take a look at her again. We saw a picture of her sitting on the stoop or whatever. Here's a little close up, and see how that dog did her, man. And the Lord ain't playing, man. The Lord is not playing. Let's go to Isaiah 45 verse 7. Isaiah 45 verse 7, King James Version. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai, do all these things. All right. Now you can think to yourself, what did that Lord do? Salakia. What did that lady do in this life or her previous lifetime for this to happen in such a gruesome way? Something to think about. And it's very scary too, man. Nobody came to her aid. 23 minutes, damn near half an hour of dog just having a field day with her. Field day. All right? Let's go to that term, extreme prejudice. I said it, right? Extreme prejudice definition. Terminate with extreme prejudice is a phrase that often appears in movies and spy novels, typically as a euphemism for ordering the assassination of someone. It implies a decisive and permanent end to a person's life, often in the context of covert operations or intelligence work. The phrase plays on a legal term with prejudice, which means a case cannot be refiled. There you go. That's a better version. Extreme prejudice. Lethal force applied extrajudicially with the intent to kill. Lethal force. So the Lord used lethal force. 23 minutes, right? Also use the term mercilessly. Definition of mercilessly. In a way that shows no mercy. There was no mercy there. Nobody came to her aid. She didn't just get bitten once and somebody came over there and kicked the dog in the head and knocked it out. Some big Jake must have run up. Nah. Arm being ripped off. Guts and, what do you call them? Entrails being pulled out. Kidney, the young lady mentioned, her sister. Hey, man, that was extreme prejudice. Lethal force. The Lord ain't playing, man. All right, the Lord is not playing. All right? I made the point. Job 4 and 7. Remember, I pray thee, whoever perished being innocent, where were the righteous cut off? Anyway, all praises to Yahweh Bashem Yahshai, Bashem Rakakodash, Mawatha Bad Babal, Kwam Yashrala. The Lord is going to keep doing this in various ways, man, various fashions. Like that statement or that saying. I remember from, I think it was the Chronic album, 6 million days to die, choose one. Right? I'm sure it's from something else anyway, but nevertheless, 6 million ways to die. The Lord's got more than 6 million ways for someone to get deleted, man. And this is going to keep amplifying. But anyway, all praise to Yahweh Bashem Yashai, Bashem Rakakodash, Mawatha Bad Babal, Kwam Yashrala.